Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk nonstop about GameStop. And I do want to apologize for anybody that watched my silver video last time. I was talking about silver. I really do think, even my SO said this, I really am the top. Like, anytime I talk about something and I make it into a YouTube video, you could probably expect that it's about to drop. Because what are the odds that, like, my last video, literally my last video, I probably made it right when like silver hit, I think like $108, $110. Then the day after it went to like 120. Then the day after it just dropped. I think like, yeah, that's like the biggest drop of silver and gold in history, right? Like silver went to like 120 and then it dropped to like, I don't even want to look right now. I think, is it 70 or 80, something really terrible. So that's what's going on with like, yeah. So I'm making my video now on GameStop. I hope I don't jinx it. And obviously, if you watch me talk about like Dogecoin, well, technically with Dogecoin, in my defense, in 2021, when I talked about Dogecoin, I did talk about it for like January to February to March to April to May, and then all the way to May SNL with Elon Musk, and then that just pretty much all fell apart. So technically, it's not like right when I talk about it, I jinx it. But I do think I am the top in the sense where, like, by the time I'm talking about it, and I think I did say this in the last video that I kind of wanted some silver, right? Glad I didn't buy it. But I think like pretty much when I want to buy something that I don't already own and everyone's talking about it, and there's already like bigger YouTubers, smaller YouTubers, like everyone's talking about it and it's all on the news, and then I talk about it, it's pretty much over. Again, not financial advice. Do your own DD. Entertainment purposes only. Okay, I'm not telling you guys to buy GameStop or dump GameStop or anything. Okay, just here to chat. And then hopefully one day look back on my videos and see that I have grown. And maybe when I talk about it and when I say I want to get something, it's not actually dropping all that much. But it is still right now, which is kind of sad. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about GameStop because tomorrow I think Ryan Cohen is going to. Hi there, welcome in, folks. And as usual, when you come in to my live streams, or you probably hear a lot of YouTubers talk about this, but there's just not enough people subscribing. The amount of people that watch the videos versus the actual subscriptions is very, very, very low. So please, 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 when you watch any of my videos, long or short, support the channel, support me if you like me to keep doing this. I would love to do this all day long for the rest of my life. But right now, I honestly don't make enough on YouTube to just do YouTube and not work any other jobs. If you watch my videos, you know I work like 3 jobs minimum every day. So by liking the videos, helping with the algorithm, and sharing my streams and videos, short or long, it really, really helps. So thank you guys for those of you guys that did that. And also please check out my second channel, which is pinned to the top of the stream. I don't know if I'm pointing the right way, this way or that way, honestly, because on Whatnot, it's like I have to point this way, even though I'm seeing this way. So please go and check out my second channel. I talk about like different things there, okay? No stocks and crypto talk, just like existentialism, other things I'm interested in. And also there's a bunch of videos of my like Whatnot streams over there. If you're ever bored, come hang out, okay? Second channel over there. All long videos, no short gaming videos over there. I'm testing something. I like to see if I can grow that channel doing all just long videos. And this channel, obviously, I do sometimes live streams, but most of them are all short videos. As you can see, I post 10 to 15 a day. So there's that. Anyways, let's get into it. GameStop, little background. Honestly, I don't have the greatest memory, so there might be like a 10th of a difference, like 10x of a difference. Because I don't know how I got to this number. I might have flipped it. Because like for the last couple of years, honestly, it's been kind of a blur from the pandemic to now. I've just obviously like bought and sold so many stocks and options that at one point, I think I kept saying like I lost a lot of money in GameStop, but I didn't. So in 2021, I was a part of the whole situation where, everyone was mad at Robinhood. I wasn't mad at Robinhood though. But everyone was mad at Robinhood at one point for stopping our buy buttons. And you couldn't, oh, sorry. Yeah, you couldn't buy, you could only sell. Yeah. But it wasn't just Robinhood, it was like everybody that was 2021. And so I did lose some money, and then a few years later after 2021, I kept saying I lost 50 grand, but I didn't. What happened with the $50,000 number was I actually took my AMC and GME money after I had sold, not all around January, I think 26, 27, but like a few, well, maybe 1 or 2 months after that as well. I had sold like my AMC and GME and then bought a bunch of Dogecoin around 50 grand worth. So that's why I kept thinking 50 grand. But anyways, in my mind, I felt like I lost so much because it was more like I had the opportunity to make so much more if our buy buttons weren't stopped. So in terms of GameStop, I always felt a little butthurt. And then same with AMC because I had all these call options and I had all these AMC stock that I believed in before it became a meme stock. In like 2020, I bought AMC, and then those also failed epically because it became like a meme, and then it shot up, and I didn't sell it when it was like all-time high, and then I think I either sold AMC too early because it went up, then it dropped, I sold it, and then it went back up again. Then now it's obviously way down. But yeah, basically in GME and AMC, I didn't lose that much money. I only made money in AMC around 2021 because of stocks and options. And then in terms of GME in 2021, I lost like maybe like under 10 grand or something like that. Like nothing that bad. And then in 2024, in between, I kept saying I'm never going to buy meme stocks, but then I kind of did here and there, not too much. But then in 2024 is when I went deeper because deep effing value was back because Roaring Kitty came back with a Twitter X image. I think that's how he came back. And I didn't move quick enough. Again, I'm so slow. Like, I feel like in 2024, I think, was it like around summer or after summer? It was like, yeah, I think it was around summertime, right? Roaring Kitty in 2024 made like this comeback after years of not posting anything. He posted like an image of the guy coming out of the computer gaming chair or whatever. And then everybody freaked out. Hi there. And that's when I was like, oh my God, I should buy GameStop because it still wasn't, it didn't go up that high. And then I didn't buy it and it like 4x or something. It went from like under $20 to like $80. Remember that? Then I bought it when it came down from 80. And luckily, because he was about to make a live stream, I was making money off of GameStop again. So then I calculated, I'm like, oh, I'm officially up on GameStop just by doing like swing trades around the time when Roaring Kitty came back. And again, I just feel like it's so crazy. I've done it over and over again. But my biggest mistake, I feel like, with these meme stocks is I just hold on for too long. Like I'll come in because I'm like, oh, this is the reason, right? Oh, because he's back. And now thinking in hindsight, I'm like, that's just a quick spin. That's like a quick twist, like a quick moment. You have to take advantage of the moment and then you bounce before everybody else gets in. But then I usually end up buying over, like I'll buy, I'll make money, I'll sell, I'll make money. And then afterwards I stay in again. Then it drops on me. So still working on that. And that's why I want to talk about it now, because what happened was in 2024. So I swing traded because of Roaring Kitty. Then we all watched that live stream that he was on. And then it started to plummet. And then it never really came back, right? And basically, I ended up having so much stocks, even though I was in the green officially for my entire, I guess, timeline of ever investing and buying and trading GameStop from 2021 to 2024. In 2024 of the summer, I was still up, like fully up by like a couple grand, or maybe like more than 10, 15 grand. Honestly, I don't even know. But then I bought so much that it went down, and I was down a couple grand. So I'm like, no, let's just diamond hand it. It'll eventually come back. So basically, fast forward now, it's been over a year and a half, and I still have GameStop, and I'm pretty much just break even. I'll tell you right now, I'm like down like 8 grand, but then at the end of 2024, selling call options was so great that I did it for like, I would say really heavily for half a year, and then just kind of like sprinkled it in the other half of the year. And I was able to, in total, sell call options on my GameStop shares from 2024 to 2025 and collect $50,000 in around $50,000 in selling call options. That's the amount that I was credited. So overall, I'm not down, I'm up, but it does kind of sting because it wasn't even meant to be a long-term hodl at all. It was just supposed to be a swing trade. And it was always supposed to be a swing trade. Now, things have changed. Okay? Now, I actually feel like I believe in GameStop more than ever. Like seriously more than ever. And I don't know if this is not wise. If anyone wants to let me know your opinion, I welcome that. I may not listen to it, but I really want to see what you folks that obviously trade better than me think about this. So right now, sorry, when I'm looking at my phone, I'm just multitasking, posting on YouTube, you know the deal. So yeah, I would love to know you guys' opinion. If you're watching this later, please let me know in the comment section below. Like, what would you do if you were me? Okay. Right now, I'm officially up. Always been up in the green for GameStop, but I have like a very large, possibly life-changing position right now in GameStop. Life-changing position if, what Ryan Cohen said at the best of it can come true into like 10x's or whatever, then yes, this is like life-changing money. This could be like a bigger deal for me than Dogecoin was in 2021. So again, it's like a total gamble, just like most of my trades. That's why I always say never financial advice, chat. But let's see here. Okay, sorry. I really need to get off my phone so I can focus. Give me a second. Okay. I'm ready. So let's talk about the last video I think I made on GameStop. Yeah, this just happened. So as of January 30th, 2026, GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen revealed plans to transform the retailer GameStop into a $100 billion plus juggernaut by pursuing a very, very, very big acquisition of a publicly traded company. Okay. Cohen, focusing on the retail or consumer industry, told the Wall Street Journal that the upcoming deal is ultimately either going to be genius or totally, totally foolish, which freaks me out. Like, why would you say that? It's gonna be genius or foolish. And there's a lot of speculation, like on Reddit and stuff, like what the heck is he gonna buy? So, from the grapevine, people are saying rumors that it's eBay. And just holy heck, if it actually is eBay, I would fully believe in GameStop even more. Like I already through my last videos talking about GameStop, I already told you guys I've started to sway and be like, maybe this isn't just a swing trade. Maybe I want to hold on to this like forever if I could, because like I actually believe in GameStop more than ever. Fun fact, I'm such a loser that in 2020, when I first kind of started a trade, there was like my coworker that was telling me to join Robinhood because I was all about Coinbase. Like I wasn't really even trading stocks, and we're trying to get each other to use each other's like referral codes. So I was like, use my Coinbase referral code. And he was like, use my Robinhood referral code. So then we just like kind of both swapped. Actually, I'm not even sure if you use my referral code, whatever. If you guys want to use my referral codes, I highly appreciate it. Links down below. But basically that's how I got into Robinhood, because I actually did use this guy's Robinhood, I think referral code, or end up getting in Robinhood. And then I was chatting with my other coworker that was like deep into GameStop. And I was like, ew, why would you be into GameStop? I'm like, I literally don't go into GameStop ever. I'm like, every time I'm at the mall, I'll pass by GameStop and I'm like, there's nobody in there. Like, what is there for me to do? I don't really buy game consoles or like buy whatever games is sold at GameStop, right? So that's what I said in 2020. Okay. I like to go back and kick myself. In that time, like I think GameStop was like $3 or $5 or whatever, like really low. And I had no hopes in it. But then like still thinking back, even 2021, when I was buying deeply in it, just being like a sheep, and everyone else was buying into it. And then they were like growing kitty. And then basically once I was introduced to the concept, the idol, my idol, Roy and Kitty, I like just bought into it, right? I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna go to the moon. But to be honest, I think I even said this like when I was doing live streams in 2021. I was like, oh, okay, I believe in it, but I don't really know how they're gonna do that well. because I still don't need anything from GameStop. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? There's just some companies, like, for example, in 2020, I was obsessed with Netflix. I just wish I didn't swing trade them. I wish I held on to them because I believed in Netflix. I believed in like T-Mobile. I'm like, oh, these are like companies that are like, it makes sense. Why does it make sense? Because I use it. So, and I'm really happy with it. And I know a lot of people that are happy with it. So then I think like all these years, I was hoping for GameStop to, and AMC actually, to be honest. I just like always have these ideas, like these fantasies about it. Like, oh my gosh, they could do so well if they did A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and all these things that don't actually exist in the real world, because they're not doing it yet. And then now more than ever, I actually believe in GameStop because they're doing things where I'm like, whoa, how are people even sitting on this? Like before, right now, he's saying there could be like a 10x acquisition, like a $100 billion acquisition. Before Ryan Cohen even said this in the last, like, what, 3 days, I started to believe more in GameStop because in the last, like, year and 2 years, it was like in the last 2 years, all these power packs, like the ability to buy and trade cards online, PSA, working with PSA, that's huge. Okay. And I just like, I'm actually shocked that it didn't really reflect in the stock prices because in the last year, since I've been stuck with my little GameStop shares, 2024 of the summer to now, guys, it's been terrible. It's just like 25, 26, $27 per share, 28. Oh, bam, $21 again. And then $20. But I will give it credit that like I think there is a GameStop army holding it at around $20. Like it didn't really drop to like 15, right? In the last year. So it's been holding strong in that sense, but it's just so disappointing. And like I obviously can't do good sell call options if it's not going to like 35, 40. And also it's just been really flat. So I've like been pretty upset about that. But now I'm like, wait, why isn't it really going up with all this good news? Like the power packs, I feel like the power packs alone should have boosted it. And then obviously they did invest into Bitcoin, right? I think now Bitcoin prices drop. So everyone who did invest in Bitcoin is not the greatest time right now for them. But in crypto, I believe. Technically, yeah, it's just blind optimism, I will say though, because the last 4 years, meaning starting 2021 to 2025, I kept telling myself 4-year cycle, 4-year cycle. We're going to go to the moon. Didn't happen. I literally was so hopeful, even all the way to December 31st, 2025. I was so hopeful that we were going to get a rally where like, I don't know, Bitcoin goes to like 130K at least. And Dogecoin goes to like, I don't know, 30 cents at least. Didn't happen. And I always told I have a friend who's invested into Bitcoin. And then I kept telling my friend, like, oh, it's going to happen in 2025, I think. I'm like, because 2026 is obviously crypto winter. If you go by the 4-year cycle, it's obviously crypto winter. I'm like, 2026. I mean, yeah, I kept saying 2026 is crypto winter. So I'm like, 2026 is after the 4-year cycle. So if you think about it, I'm like, it's technically like 2022. So if it's like 2022, then all these bad things are going to happen. And still to now, I have gone back on that. Yes. So Nate Dizzle TV, I'm going back on that. Right now, I'm still blindly optimistic. I'm like, you know what? Bitcoin didn't really drop to below its old all-time high, so I'm not mad. Right? What I mean is Bitcoin's old, okay, the recent all-time high is like what is it? Like 120K or something? I forgot. Right? Like 120,000 something was the most recent all-time high earlier half of the year of 2025. But if you rewind, the old all-time high of the previous 4-year cycle was 2021 in November. Bitcoin was $69,000. So until we drop below $69,000, which I think we are kind of close right now, unfortunately. Let me look. Actually. Bitcoin is 77,000. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to shut up and I will believe we are fully in crypto winter if Bitcoin goes like way under 69,000. So hopefully right now it's at 77,000-ish. Hopefully we could stay above that line. Yeah, I'll lose it too. So basically I still have hope until Bitcoin drops below the old cycles, the last cycles, old all-time high. I don't know why. I just like that's just in my head. I just made that up right now. So hopefully it doesn't. And then there was just like a lot of people. I think Tom Lee was one of them from Fundstrat. I think people are making fun of him now. I don't feel the need to make fun of people because I'm like, I'm no better. Like, at least these people like Tom Lee, like, they're still rich. Okay. Like, overall, if you don't need to win every battle, in my opinion, in crypto and stocks. It's like the overall direction. If you were correct and you bought early, doesn't matter if you're right, like 3 years later, 4 years later, 30 years later, you're right. Like, you're going to make money. So I feel like even though Tom Lee, I know people make fun of him, I think there's a meme. I laughed at it. There's a meme where he did say, I think, or the meme is saying that he said, I'm not sure, that Bitcoin could reach 180,000 by the end of January 2026, which obviously just passed yesterday. So that's a little silly right now. But even though he was wrong on that, there's a lot of other analysts that say things like this, that are like, oh, this year could still be the year. And they were saying that last year, right? In November, December, where all of us like that believed in the 4-year cycle thought it was going to go to the moon. So I still have hope for crypto. Maybe it'll shock us. I am a little afraid though, because I feel like if crypto grows, we're going to have to do it in February right now or March, because I don't think April's going to be good. April's never really been good. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do you remember how bad last April was? Last April was like, let me remind you, Ethereum at like 1,500. I don't want to see that anymore. Yeah. I don't want to see that unless I sell a lot of my like portfolio and I have so much cash and then I can buy the dip. Otherwise, no, thank you. So yeah, I'm not even though I have this like blind optimism on crypto, it's got to be February and it's got to be March, man. If it's not February, it's not March. I'm not happy. Not happy. Hi, little roller scratcher. GameStop is new Pokemon scalpers now since it got expensive now. No one camping out GameStop for Pokemon cards. So I'm so crazy that I have so much more hopes. So there is actually, okay, folks, the things that I am telling you right now are like little notes and things that I remember from listening to literally like a gazillion podcasts and just like reading things on Reddit and like on the internet about GameStop. So basically, word on the street, word on the internet is that people are saying it could speculating that it could be GameStop buying eBay, because a lot of folks are like, obviously with the power packs, right? They have to work with PSA in order to have a card that is graded. And then you, let's say, pay $2,500. I think that's the most expensive one, right? Like a lunar pack or whatever. And then you get the cards, and then maybe you got like a 20K card. Then you can choose to receive the card that is PSA graded, or you can just sell it right back onto the power pack website, or like to someone, like back at them, right? So then I already think that that's a great idea, but a lot of people are speculating that GameStop is going to be buying out eBay because, guys, for those of you guys that aren't on, and this is why it's so crazy to me, and I am going to be so happy if tomorrow it's announced, or I don't know when they'll announce it, but because I think they said that Ryan Cohen doesn't usually do interviews, is what people are saying. And in the last like 3 business days, I think Michael Burry talked about this too. Michael Burry, by the way, is now for GameStop. And at one point in the last couple of years, he was totally anti GameStop and like shorting it, is what I heard. So I'm glad that he's for it, because he's the guy that's famous for shorting the stock market right before everything fell apart. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go and watch the movie Big Short. Does a good explanation, and I love that movie. So I think Michael Burry is obviously really intelligent. Is he right all the time? No one is. And I think Ryan Cohen is smart. And I think like the only reason why even holding on to GameStop, it never really freaked me out, even though at this like almost $25 range, not even $28, it never freaked me out, because I think he's just a smart dude, right? Like, I feel like he wouldn't become the CEO of GameStop. All CEOs at the end of the day, like Elon Musk or like Jeff Bezos back then, like, you gotta make money. You have to have the stock go up if you want to make money. And whether you're doing it for the people, which I think that is whole, like, Ryan, that's what people were saying online. Like, I didn't know, but I guess CEOs can have different plans. And I think Ryan Cohen has a contract where like the shareholders have to really make money in GameStop. So like the shares have to really do well in order for him to do well and make like a lot more money. So there's just different contracts. And then that makes him look even better in my eyes. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I just think like they're both smart, and Michael Burry and Ryan Cohen. So there's also like my hopium on that. But it's more of just like what they're doing. I'm just like excited if they do acquire eBay, which I didn't think was possible because in my head, like eBay's just big. So for those of you guys that don't shop on eBay or you're not an eBay seller like I am, eBay is insane in terms of money. Okay, like the amount of transactions that I can tell they have just by being a tiny, tiny, tiny little seller in the ocean of eBay. I'm just like, this is nuts. So, guys, I'm a Whatnot live sales host, right? I do this every day. So I know the volume on Whatnot. The volume on eBay is just way crazier. On Whatnot, you have like consistent buyers, you have customers that go on there and bid it up, swipe it up. There's like very loyal fans of like Whatnot, but oh my goodness, the amount of the money. Let's say how do I explain this? Let's say like for art, like you have, I don't know, you're like you drew something and you're like, this is one of one. This is like $1 million piece of art right here. You try to sell it on Whatnot. You might get really good money if you're like a huge channel that you have to pay a lot of money to boost yourself into like that level on Whatnot. Because there's only like a few that's even close to 1 million followers on Whatnot. Most Whatnot shows don't even have 1 million followers, and they're giving away like PS5s. They're giving away like $50, $100. I'm talking about giveaways. If you don't know what I'm talking about, use my link down below for Whatnot, please. And then once you sign up for Whatnot, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Basically, Whatnot is a platform where they sell items live, and then there's a giveaway tab. So I'm literally on it right now. I'm watching this dude. This guy's named Cool Kicks. Let's see how much followers he's got. I know it's a lot. 761,000 followers. So not even 1 million. And then you just join the giveaway. He's giving away a $300 Amazon gift card right now. Okay, I'm joining it. So most Whatnot shows, not all Whatnot shows, have to give you free stuff on the side, but most bigger platforms do this. And he's giving away a $300 Amazon gift card. Okay, so, and then there's other people giving away other free things all the time, like blind boxes, this and that. But anyways, you can't become that big until you give a lot on Whatnot. But in terms of eBay people, eBay sellers, we don't give free things, right? I think eBay is trying to get bigger and bigger on lives as well. So I feel like they're going to eat up a lot of the consumer base on Whatnot right now once they go bigger. But I am like a top rated seller on eBay, and I've only been there for like less than 3 years. So on eBay, you make so much more money on like the same thing. You might have to wait a little bit longer, but the same item that might get me $1, I'm not even kidding you, might only sell for $1 or $3 on Whatnot. I could sell it on eBay. Can't say right away in a millisecond, but I can sell on eBay for like $20, $15, way higher. So you can just imagine being eBay, the fees they take on that. Like Whatnot takes fees too, but like the fees that eBay makes off of higher price transactions and just around the world, that's insane. If GME were to buy eBay, that's just crazy talk. That's wild. So if a GameStop actually buys eBay, which is again just rumors, speculation, I don't know, man. I might have to actually just like diamond hand. I'm just gonna like shut off my entire app to control myself. Like I'm just not gonna sell GameStop shares ever. I'll wait 10 years if I have to. And there's a lot of folks out there talking about how GameStop is now, and this is like my problem. I believe in it so much. And even if they acquire like another company, not eBay, and it does really well, it's still it could be like a 10x, right? So whether they buy eBay or something else, now there's rumors that they're going to become like the next Berkshire Hathaway. Not that intense, but basically Berkshire Hathaway is considered like a holdings company. And sorry guys, I'm not that smart. I have to read online for proper explanation of a holdings company. A holding company is a corporation or LLC that owns controlling shares in other companies, subsidiaries, but does not produce goods or services itself. It acts as a parent entity that manages, controls, and protects assets, while subsidiaries handle daily operations. Basically, you're just like the owner. You're like the owner of like these other companies that you're invested in. So there are speculation that GameStop might become like the next holding company. Like they're just going to completely transform from this brick and mortar and the mall that doesn't really make much money company to like a holdings company. I don't know if that is the future I actually truly want for them, but it's for sure going to do better than just being a brick and mortar store where people don't really glance at or don't even walk in when they go to the mall. So I am really excited for them to move on to the next steps. However, if I was on the board of GameStop, I would love to say that I think they should have even less stores. I know they already closed down a lot of stores, and I think last year they closed down like all of Canada's, the entire like Canada operations. Correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, they shut down so many stores in America as well, and I think that's really smart because you're cutting costs. You're cutting brick and mortar stores that probably aren't making you as much money, which is going to be better for the overall business. You're going to have more cash funds to invest into other companies and other things that are actually making money. So because I share on like my paid platforms, you guys can find a link down below, how many shares and stuff and like my trade. So that's why I don't share it here because it's not fair to the people who pay for it. But I can tell you it's a lot. Like if GameStop doesn't even have to 10x. If it 10x's, I'd be like on the moon. But if GameStop even 2x's, 3x's, I'm looking at a hefty down payment in California. Yeah. Like I'm golden. I don't even need to care about the price of Dogecoin or Bitcoin or Ethereum or anything. Which is kind of nice because I've been diamond handing this thing for like over a year now by accident, over a year and a half actually for GameStop by accident. And now that I actually believe in it, if I sell it and make the money, and right now crypto's crashing, it might work the best of both worlds, right? Like I think if I make money off of GameStop, because everything's kind of falling apart right now, gold and silver and crypto, and GameStop is like doing so well. But if I actually can take out money from GameStop, I'm probably gonna buy the dip. I already bought the dip. And it kept on dipping. Okay, guys. I posted this for free on my X yesterday. How much did I spend? Like more than 20K on XRP. Why? Because I have like OCD. So, or like, I'm just really weird. Because most of my Doge and other positions, including Bitcoin, I bought at a certain price, I just don't want to mess with it. Sometimes I just like to see a whole entirely new position. Like, is that weird? Like, I just don't. Sometimes I'm like, do I really want to buy at a higher price and like mess with my average or just buy a whole new one? I like to buy a whole new one. So I'm like, I don't have any XRP. Let's do it. The XRP chart didn't look that terrible. I was up, I think, like $500 yesterday on XRP. I did it 600. I didn't sell. Now I am down on XRP, so I'm not happy about that. But whatever. Anyways, I'm very, very excited. So yeah, guys, if you are also in GameStop and you have like the GME plus the warrants, let me know in the comments later what you're gonna do, because I have no idea what's happening. But I think Michael Burry on X says he's gonna come up with some type of like I think he's gonna talk about what he believes in with GameStop or his analysis or whatever. I think he's gonna post it on X before Ryan Cohen goes into another interview tomorrow, Monday. So, and I think the Monday interview is 2 p.m. EST. I'll probably be sleeping. I'm probably not awake at 11 a.m. PST. Yeah. But I'll try. And then like, I think the thing that really has me confused is people are like, oh, it's a long-term hodl. It's going to take some time for GameStop to really hit the moon. are like 10x, which I get it. Okay, I was probably not going to 10x tomorrow. But are we forgetting something? Are we forgetting the fact that literally Roaring Kitty in 2024 posted a picture of a dude on a chair, like a gamer getting ready, and then that made GameStop literally like 4x. So I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed. I'm annoyed at the fact that people are saying like, oh, all this good news, and then GameStop might not even go up until like a long-term hodl. Like, what are you saying? Anyways, I think no one knows what they're talking about, including me on the internet anyway. So take everything with a grain of salt. After everything I've seen with GameStop and just like the crypto world, all I can say for sure is almost everything I thought I should wait around to see more for, I should have just bounced quicker. Again, this doesn't mean if GameStop goes to like $31 tomorrow, I'm going to sell. I don't plan to. Also, I think with the warrants, it's the right to buy up until October of this year, I think, right? $32 a share. So wouldn't it make more sense for GameStop to be like way higher than 30 something? Then people will be happier with their GME warrants. I don't know. I don't know what I even want to do with my GameStop warrants. I'm not even thinking about the GameStop warrants right now. I'm just thinking about my shares. So if like the shares, I want at least like 2x. I know that's very greedy, but I don't think I'm even thinking about selling, honestly, at like 25, right? I feel like I need to see like 50 to be like remotely interested in like selling my shares. But then I can't really do the math. My math sucks. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about not XRP, because you just said XRP. XRP $3 soon. That's if the crypto market bounces up and we are no longer in a crypto winter, which a lot of people like me fantasize for. That'd be great. That'd be great, dude. If we don't have a crypto winter and like the whole crypto winter situation is over with, and then we just go up, uppity up, but nothing goes up forever too. Side note on crypto, nothing goes up forever. And I feel like one of the reasons why people keep buying crypto also is because it tanks like crazy. And then you have new buyers getting in, you pump up the price, and then the people who have been hodling forever, they get to get out. It's kind of how I feel like it's worked in the last couple of years. Yes, guys. The one thing I learned is if I ever become a paper millionaire again, I'd like to cash out. I don't want, it doesn't mean anything to have a paper crown. It doesn't mean anything to be a on paper millionaire. If you are new here, yes, in 2021 of May, at one point, it wasn't just because of Doge. It was mostly because of Doge, as I like 3 million Doge coins. But it was mostly because of Doge and also a lot of other, I was just very lucky. Honestly, I not even luck. I just feel like anyone, like a monkey could have done it. 2021, you close your eyes, you just buy a bunch of stocks. All the tech stocks were blowing up. So my options were flying to the moon, and I barely was just starting to trade options. I wasn't even good at it. I'm still not that good at it. But everything was going up for me in 2021. So my portfolio was at like, it was like 2.3 to 2.6 million. I honestly forgot, but that was like the all-time high of all my portfolios gathered together. I think I had like Webull, Robinhood, like Coinbase, and at the time BINANCE too. Like so many things together. It was 2.6. Guys, I don't even have $1 million. It's so sad. I don't even have $1 million, and I work like 3 jobs. 3 jobs. Okay. Very sad. But it's okay. You can't. And that's why I'm like, I hear on, like, whenever I hear on the news or I hear people getting really upset about like losing 20 grand or like, I don't know, their life savings, like 100 grand or something, I feel bad for them. But then I'm like, if I could survive losing like basically 2.6 million, like, I think you're good. You're good. Like, it's upsetting. But then I'm like, what are you going to do? Like, life is just life. And the fact that you had the ability to, you have lots of wisdom now. Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, I paid 2.6 million for some damn wisdom. I am still upset about it. I've been upset like throughout the years. I still have moments where like I'll say to my man, like, FML, dude, FML. Like, my life could have been here and I made it like this. But then I don't mean that as in like I hate my life. Like I'm not thankful and grateful for what I have and my family members and my friends. Like I feel like you just have to separate that. Like, yes, you could say your life sucks in terms of finances, but then there's still so many other components of life. So then that's why I'm like, okay, like finances wise, was up here, now I'm here. But then the overall like knowledge, happiness, everything that I've learned, I don't think I want to go back to what I was. I'm happier now. So one more pump, 109 Bitcoin. Is that all you want? Just 109 Bitcoin? Oh my gosh. I don't even have like that much Bitcoin. I'm like way greedier than you. Yeah, like not like 2 million my money. Like the most guys, I have a note where like I have to keep every time I move money from my bank, like money I earn off of like YouTube or whatnot, or like my e-commerce jobs. Every time I move money into any trading account, I don't know if you guys do this, but I always keep tabs. So I always have like a ledger where I'm like, just added 5 grand, just added 10 grand into like Robinhood or like Webull or Coinbase or whatever. So I've done the calculations. I have put in like under 200K, like under 200K so far. But when I was at 2.6 million paper money, like my portfolio is at 2.6 million. At that point in time in 2021, I only put in like less than 50 grand USD. So yeah, I would say I lost out on potential more than $2 million. Literally 2.5 something million. Yeah. What you gonna do? And then the sad thing is, as you heard what I just said, back then, 2021, my all-time high was like 2.6 is what I saw, and through all my portfolios, summed up. And then I only put in, I know, like around 550 grand of my own money. But then now I'm at like, I put in 200-ish K of my own money, and I don't even have $1 million. So it sucks. But it's fine. Oh, I just look young. Asians don't raisin. I'm actually very old. I don't release my birthday or age information on the internet, but guys, I can't. I'm tired. I'm old. I need to retire. So I really hope through all these lessons, less than 10 years, I guess, because I really started to trade more seriously like 2021, but I started all these accounts 2020. Like my first ever crypto purchase was like 2019 or 2020 Ethereum, whenever it was like $200 each. So I started with crypto more seriously first, and then I added like stocks. Then I started to do options, all self-taught, by the way. I just learned it on YouTube. And then also Robinhood is kind of good because it does like, it's really good. I feel like for beginners, I don't know. Like when I do options, I'd rather do it on Robinhood. I don't know if that's weird of me than doing it on any other platform, because I tried on other platforms and it's just, it doesn't give me the same ease. But yeah. This next run is going to be bigger than before. I hope so. I hope so. And like, guys, what do you think is going to happen with like silver and gold? Are we just like tanking forever? Is like silver going to go back to $30, $40? Or are we going up, up, up? Because if it goes to like all-time lows again, like 30, 40, I'm going to have to buy a lot of silver bars. But I don't think we're going to go to 30, 40 after all this. Because I feel like once a moment like this, like a once in a lifetime moment, that's what a lot of the boomers are saying. Boomers are like, this is a once in a lifetime moment. And if it goes as like a once in a lifetime moment happens like that, I don't think like silver can easily hit the all-time low anymore, like 30, 40. It's like saying after Dogecoin went to 75 cents, you can't really, it's not going back to 0.003 cents, you know? So I'm not really worried about silver going to 30, 40. But then again, I could be wrong. We'll see. I find it interesting. Like the precious metal stuff is really interesting. Oh, I think they say that silver is not even a precious metal. Like gold is a precious metal. But I think silver is like, isn't it considered like a mineral or something? But yeah, that's what I heard on someone else's podcast. Listen to so many every day. It's like jumbled together. Anyways, focus on GameStop. So anyways, what else did I want to say? Okay, said that people, okay, This is also interesting. Apparently, there was a 21.8 growth for the physical retailer in 2025. So this is just, again, things I hear on the internet. Do your own DD. People are saying that like GameStop had a 21.8% growth, like their stores, right? But then most retailers at the mall are like just fighting to survive, which is something I've always heard of. Like apparently it's really hard to make it at the mall. And then you would be happy to have like a brick and mortar store getting like 1 to 2% growth in the year. So for them to like basically have 10x the amount of growth as others, which to be honest, I'm a little shocked. I did hear one time last year where my friend, I think like took his kids to, I think the mall or whatever, and then was like, oh, GameStop was full of people lining up because of like some type of a collab. I'm assuming it's Pokemon. Honestly, wasn't there, didn't know. But yeah, that's not, but then usually I don't see that. I don't see like 100 people lining up or even 20 people lining up outside of a GameStop. So I was kind of shocked at the 21% growth, but maybe like from not doing like Pokemon card collabs over the years and losing money to now doing it, maybe that's the reason for the growth. I don't know. And there are analysts predicting, I don't know who these analysts are, but there are analysts out there apparently predicting 125% growth in the next year, which would mean, I guess now, 2026, a crazy amount of growth. Yeah, and apparently everyone keeps saying like GameStop has the most pristine balance sheet, the most pristine balance sheet. And I think all they mean is like they don't have debt and it's just like so much cash. I think that's what that means. That makes a pristine balance sheet. I mean, I don't need to see AMC's balance sheet, but their stock keeps tanking. So I'm assuming they don't have a pretty balance sheet. Although, I don't know, is it possible for GameStop to buy out AMC? That would be hilarious. I just have crazy ideas, but just like, I really kind of wish. I think AMC could be like so much better. I just don't know why they're. I guess it's just you need like a CEO that wants to make all these changes. But I hope in the future AMC can grow like crazy, like GameStop too. You just have to make changes. You can't be doing the same thing that's not working. Like I am an A-list member now. Like, you know, when you paid a subscription, like $28 a month at AMC, I think more people will do it if you give them the incentive. Like when I go to the mall, why are we every AMC I go to in LA is ginormous. Why are we wasting all that precious real estate, all that space? I feel like they need to change it up in the sense where, I don't know, AMC can collab with like Dave and Buster. Have a whole section where you give people A-list members. Give me a reason to be a subscriber, right? Like right now, I'm down to do it. But I think I can convince more of my friends to also become A-list members. Okay, pay that $28 a month for AMC or whatever. If it's more incentivized, like let's say you have a way more beautiful like cocktail bar, right? Like there's an entire bar where you might want to actually hang out after you watch the movie and discuss the movie with your friends. There should be like an entire dedicated section of like fine dining or like, and then you can maybe make it exclusive. Like you could only go if you are an AMC like stub member, and then maybe you get like, I don't know, 50% off drinks, happy hour, or whatever. Like, I just think there's so much potential with like AMC and the amount of space there is and this whole subscription situation. And then they can put games on the side or like whatever, but only give people access when they're willing to pay you per month. I just don't know why they don't do it. So there's that. And then with GameStop, loving what they're doing, hope they buy out eBay, but I also would love it if they close down even more GameStop brick and mortar stores that are obviously not making any money. And then, you know, like they're already doing the thing where you can walk in. I've never done it, but I've seen videos on YouTube where people do it. I think you can go in with your like Charizard card that's worth 100K or whatever, and then they grade it for you, right? So that's their PSA collab or whatever. They can grade the cards for you. That's great and all, but what if we went one step further with GameStop? And what if later on they're straight up trading gold and silver? Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't really know. I feel like a lot of boomers know where to go to trade gold and silver. Physical. And I know in LA, there's like all these different little pawn shops and this and that. But the younger generation, I feel like later on when they get older, they might inherit gold bars and silver bars, or they might I think the younger generation will be more into crypto, period. But just like art or like Pokemon cards, I feel like there will also be a bunch of people that might want to have like trades with gold and silver, physical bars. And what if there's only a few GameStop like stores at very expensive malls, and then at those locations they're straight up trading gold bars and silver bars? Imagine a world like that. I would go. You can even charge people, I don't know, a subscription fee or whatever to just like be a part of that community or whatever. So I think like GameStop has so much potential, like even more than what they're doing. But if they just like acquire like eBay, or if they just do really well on this acquisition, whatever it is. But I do think it is also like dangerous in the sense where if they're not acquiring like a company that everyone on the internet thinks is fantastic, then I don't know how far the price is going to tank down to, because this is just like hyped up a lot. So I'm curious to see tomorrow with the market before Ryan Cohen announces where we're going to be at, and then after he announces. I've seen enough though to be like, oh man, if it does go up though, I think it's going to move pretty quickly. Right now, my thought process is still, I don't think I want to sell until it goes at least 2x from the current price point, which is over $50, because if Roy Kitty's like picture on X can already make it grow so high up, I think now with actual value, we should do way better. Like, I don't even understand how we could be at 25 with all this good news. It should be at like 60 already and just like holding steady. So we'll see what happens, guys. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And again, if you want to support me to make more of these videos one day, so I don't work and do anything else and I'm just making videos, which is my ultimate goal. I don't want to work like 3 jobs for the rest of my life. I like to just do social media seriously forever. So please help me, this channel and my second one, pinned to the top of the stream. If you can't find it, links down below. Second channel, Spam Masubi Boo Boo as well. Please go and support it. I definitely need the hours on the second channel and the subscribers. So thank you guys. Take care. Have a lovely Sunday, and I will see you guys soon. I just really wanted to make a video today because I'm like, I don't want to make it if everything is going up, because then I feel like I'm going to jinx it. Pepe to the moon. Good luck to Pepe and all the cryptos out there. I think February and March, we will find out if the 4-year cycle is done. And we're just going to go moonshot every day. Take care, guys. Thank you.